Okay, yep, there's still a pulse, people. Oh my goodness, the next gen game at Scotiabank Arena this afternoon. It was a barn burner as the Leafs somehow come back and beat the Carolina Hurricanes 8-6 at Scotiabank Arena and improve to 20-14-4 on the year. The Leafs have now won 5 straight games, 7 of their last 8 games, and now going to the Christmas break feeling fantastic. They beat a really good hockey team. It didn't look like the Leafs were going to be able to win this hockey game the way it was going in the second period, and things were not pretty. Let's get to this game because it started out really good. 30 seconds in, Jason Spezza pounces on a loose puck and buries it past former Leaf James Reimer. His 5th goal of the year, John Tavares, Ilya Mikheyev grab assists, and the Leafs are on the board. It's 1-0 early on. Good stuff there. But then the Leafs get a power play, high-sticking major, 4-minute major, and it's a 4-minute power play early on in the first period. William Nylander up high, he buries it past James Reimer, and just like that, it's 2-0. Nylander, his 14th goal of the season. Tavares and Marner grab assists in the play, and the Buds are up 2-0. And not even 2 minutes after that, still on that power play, John Tavares roofs it short side on James Reimer, and he gets the hook. Leafs up 3-0 in the first 5 minutes and 10 seconds of the game. Spezza and Kerfoot have assists on the Tavares goal, and the Leafs are feeling great. You know, and then midway through the period, the Leafs get another power play, and we're like, oh boy, let's keep adding to it, boys. Brock McGinn scores a shorthanded goal, and the tides have turned. 3-1 game, still okay, but you can feel the momentum going. 25 seconds left. They're on a power play. And the Leafs D-corps thinks they're breaking out of their zone as they kind of float up near the blue line, more or less top of the circle, whereas Necas, Necas, right? Martin Necas is behind those two defensemen, just kind of stand there in front of Freddie. They kind of a little bit of saucer pass to him, and he tips it in past Frederik Andersen. Wake up! It's now a 3-2 game after 1 period of play. Shots on goal in that period, 16-12 in favor of Carolina, and that big lead that you had is now dwindled down to a 1-goal advantage. In the second period, they kind of settle things down. They play, an all-right second period. But then with 5 minutes left, Necas scores again, and we're tied at 3. These are all off of turnovers in the neutral zone or in your own zone. And just 20 seconds after that, Erik Haula scores. Now the Leafs trail 4-3. What the heck is happening? And then not even a minute after that, Svechnikov, here we go. He scores, and it's a 5-3 game. So in just over a minute, they score 3, and now the Leafs 3-2 lead is now a 5-3 deficit heading into the third period. What the heck happened? And now the Leafs going into the third period, you need some sort of offensive glow. You need something. And off a nice feed from Zach Hyman in front of that, Austin Matthews buries one past Peter Mrazek, the first one Mrazek gave up in the game so far. And the Leafs deficit is now only a 1-goal game. It's 5-4, and that was only 2:35 in. Marner grabs a secondary assist on that goal, by the way. And the Leafs, it's now a 5-4 hockey game. But 3 minutes after that, another turnover, leading to an Erik Haula goal, his second goal of the year, and they get their 2-goal lead back. It's now 6-4, 6 minutes into the period. Doesn't look good, guys. I mean, we're midway through the period, Leafs trailing. It's not very pretty. Speaking of pretty, Austin Matthews coming down the right side, spinorama pass, and to one knee goes Mitch Marner, and he rifles it past Peter Mrazek. We got ourselves a hockey game once again, still just under 9 minutes to play, and it is a 1-goal game, and an absolute beautiful, beautiful goal by Matthews and Marner, because you know what happened? Sheldon Keefe is like, you know what? Enough of this. These guys are our best players. They're going to go out there and they're going to give us everything they have in this third period. And they weren't done. 53 seconds after that goal, Mitch Marner about the red line, kind of, down on the goal line, and kind of circles up to more towards the hash marks. And Tyson Barrie at the, I guess it's technically, depending on where you're looking at it, the left or right point, there's no one on him. And he slowly starts to creep towards the middle of the ice, tries to get closer to the net, and Mitch Marner hits him on a seed, right to the tape, and I think Hyman's down in front, right? It's a whole kerfuffle in front of the net. Mraz goes down, Barrie to the backhand, and we're tied at 6. What is happening in this game? It's a 6-6 hockey game, and we still have 8 minutes to play. Oh man, at least get 1 point out of this, Leafs. Right off the draw, Mitch Marner's got a breakaway, and he scores 6 seconds off the draw. Mitch Marner scores, and the Leafs are in front. It's 7-6. What is happening today? Ladies and gentlemen, what has happened the last 24 flipping hours? The Raptors yesterday come back from 30. The biggest deficit in franchise history, they come back to win. The Jays go out and sign Hyun-Jin Ryu. Holy smokes, that's crazy. And the Leafs score 5 goals in the third period, 3 goals in 59 seconds. And they're in front 7-6. Now, the way this game was going, no one thinks this game is over quite yet. And then with about 1:40 to go, Pierre Engvall on a breakaway with the empty net, and he scores to end it. Done. 8-6 Leafs win. What a hockey game on Next Gen night. I think I heard the stat. The last time the Leafs scored 8 goals was 2 years ago. On Next Gen Day. Against the Carolina Hurricanes. So a really interesting stat there fired out by David Amber of the CBC. I just wanted to fire him out there because that was an incredible stat. And I was like, wow, that didn't think so. But holy smokes, what a job by the Leafs tonight. Look, was it pretty? No. Were they all right defensively? Was Freddie good? No. But was it entertaining? Oh, yeah. These next-gen kids that want to start playing hockey, that's a game you want to watch. What a game. Mitch Marner with a 5-point night. Matthews with a 2-point night. And the key here, and I know people are going to hate me for saying this because I've heard it in the past. I will compare Mike Babcock to Dwayne Casey yet again. You know why? In-game adjustments. What does Mike Babcock do in-game? He tries to jumble everything up into a blender and fire something out there and hope to God it works. But doesn't change any times. What was over the last year and a bit? What was the problem? Why were we not, seeing Austin Matthews for a certain amount of time? Why is this guy playing a ton more than Matthews? It's ridiculous. What was Coach Casey so bad at? In-game adjustments. Now I know that maybe the tenure was felt differently between the two guys. However, they were both terrible in-game at making adjustments. And what is Nick Nurse so good at? Making in-game adjustments. You're telling me Coach Casey would have let Boucher and Hustle Jefferson do that yesterday? Oh gosh, no. He's going right back to Ibaka. He's going right back to this guy. He's going back to this guy. Guys who have been awful. Because that's the way his system worked. Nick Nurse let it run, and he came back and won. What did Sheldon Keefe do today? Something Mike Babcock would have never done. Load up Marner, load up Matthews, load up Zach Hyman's minutes, and say, hey boys, if we're going to win, you guys are getting us back in this hockey game. And that's exactly what happened. Mitch Marner played almost 25 minutes. Matthews played almost 23 and a half. Where's Zach Hyman? Even he played 21. And look what happened. They won you the game. Matthews and Marner combined on that beautiful goal to make it a 6-5 game. Marner with the great pass to Barrie. Boom, 6-6. Who scores the game winner? Mitch Marner. If you're telling me Mike Babcock would have thrown out those guys for that much time in the third period, you're lying to not only yourself, but to everybody around you. Because Mike Babcock would have never done that, and Sheldon Keefe did. He took balls to do it. They're young kids. They have energy. They're fired up about this hockey game the way it's going anyways. They're ready to go, and they were awesome. And like I said, was it pretty? No. Was it entertaining? Oh, yeah. No doubt about it. What a way. Merry Christmas, Toronto sports fans. I mean, you've gotten everything over the last 24 hours, and it's not yet Christmas. So, an incredible day for Leaf fans. They're feeling great. Before, any of the other divisional opponents play tonight, the Leafs did their job. They won the game today. Was it pretty? No. And I will continuously say that. Frederik Andersen wasn't very good. I think, as much as the defense was really bad and the players, turning the puck over in the neutral zone and in their own zone is not good at all. Frederik Andersen, you need to make some saves. But I will give Frederik Andersen this. When the Leafs had that 7-6 lead with about, 10 minutes to go, 8 minutes to go, something like that, about 8 minutes to go. He made, I'd say, like at least 2 or 3 really nice saves down the stretch to continue to have that 7-6 lead and eventually get the empty netter and win this game. So yeah, was he great? No. But did he make big saves when they needed to down the stretch? Yes. So numbers won't suggest that, but you know what? We all know what happened today, and we all know that was entertaining. It was fun. No doubt my MVP, Mitch Marner. All right? You can say that entire line if you want to, but for me, it's Mitch Marner, no doubt. That game would not have been what it was if it wasn't for him. A 5-point night for Mitch, 2 goals, 3 assists, raising his point total to 35 points in 27 games for Mitch. And what a stretch he has put on lately. I mean, my goodness, you guys can do some math here. But I'll give you guys the numbers and you guys can do the math. Calgary, oh my goodness, we're going back here. St. Louis, he had 2 assists. Vancouver, 2 assists. Calgary, a goal and an assist. Edmonton, 1 goal. Buffalo, an assist. 2 goals against the Rangers. 2 assists against Detroit. And 5 points tonight. In how many games and how many points? You guys, please let me know in the comments. You guys can do the math about what I just said. I'm not going to do the quick math. I'm terrible at it. You guys are much better at it than I am. So let me know. Over that stretch that I just mentioned to you guys, what has Mitch Marner done? And that game, that St. Louis game was only his second game back from injury. He played the Colorado game where the Leafs blew it and sucked. But since that game, and every game since then, he's been incredible. And I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this team and on Mitch Marner and everything about what's going on here. John Tavares with a 3-point night. And I got to say, John Tavares is something else. The reason I'm saying this is because, Mitch Marner is a wizard. We all know this. And Mitch Marner just got taken off John Tavares' line, the last couple of games. But what has John Tavares done? Nothing wrong. He was like 13-6 on the face-off dot. He had a 3-point night, a goal and 2 assists. If I'm not mistaken, didn't he score against Detroit or at least have an assist against Detroit? He had an assist against Detroit. So yeah, not having Mitch Marner kind of sucks for him, but he's still going out there and doing a job for this team. Like I said, did anybody play good defense? No. None of them were very good defensively. I'm not going to say, well, this guy was getting... No, because there's none. It was awful. But you won the hockey game. You got 2 points when I think just about everybody would say you didn't really deserve it. But then again, neither did Carolina at this point. And you found a way to win. Good teams, great teams, find ways to win. And the Leafs did exactly that there this afternoon at home against the Carolina Hurricanes. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video and you guys enjoyed today's hockey game, smack the like button to appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the game, your thoughts on the video. Who is your MVP from today's game? Mine is Mitch Marner, no doubt. If you have any other opinions, let me know in the comments below. What do you think of the game? What do you think of the Leafs play overall? Because I think we can all agree, great offense, no defense. That was what today was. And that's kind of what the Leafs have been all year long, so we're still not quite sure what they are. But, again, let me know in the comments below everything you want to talk about when it comes to this Toronto Maple Leafs squad. All right, and Twitter is down below for myself, guys. Follow up, send me a DM, do all that great stuff. Also, the Patreon link is in the description below. one more person signed up for the Patreon account, so it's great to have him on there. His name is Max. Thanks to having on. Thanks for signing up there. But if any of you are interested in signing up to the Patreon account, like I said, the link is in the description below. Once I get a substantial more people joining, I'll be a lot more active on that form of social media. So if you guys are interested in that, like I said, the link is in the description below if you guys want to sign up for the Patreon account. All right, for TO Sports Talk. All right, and I will talk to you guys Raptors edition, as the next game for the Toronto Raptors is tonight as they take on the Indiana Pacers in Indiana. It is not going to be an easy game tonight. After what we saw yesterday, the Raptors are probably pretty damn tired after last night's game in Toronto. They got to travel to Indiana. Indiana played against Milwaukee and got absolutely slaughtered in Milwaukee, so they're going to come out with vengeance. The Raptors might be tired. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting game and kind of, again, another statement game for this Raptor team. Short-handed three guys. What are you going to show this league? All right, tonight against Indiana, 7 o'clock tip-off there in Indy. And as for our Toronto Maple Leafs, that does it for kind of the before Christmas schedule, if you want to call it that. As the next contest for the Leafs, the next contest for any hockey team this, before Christmas, the last games are today. The next game for any team in the NHL is on Friday, and that is the first game back for the Leafs as well. They play the New Jersey Devils in New Jersey, 7 o'clock puck drop there. Oh, look, the Leafs have done a job against the Detroit Red Wings. This is that type of feel. They're 11-19-5 are the New Jersey Devils. They are not a good hockey team. They just traded away Taylor Hall. They are really, really not good. Home or away, it doesn't matter. You got to find a way to do a job. And it's their first game back after the Christmas break, so it's going to be really interesting to see kind of how they come out after their Christmas dinners and all that kind of stuff. How are they going to come out and play in New Jersey? It should be a sure 2 points, like we thought about that Detroit game. And they beat Detroit. That's great. But this is kind of that same feel. You want to go out there and do not play down to your opponent. You got to play up to them, and you got to beat them down, all right? Look for win number 6 in a row, all right? Because after that, you play a back-to-back as you come home and take on the Rangers. So, again, back-to-backs. The question will be, though, what does Coach, what does Sheldon Keefe decide to do? Does he go Hutchinson in New Jersey? And then Anderson against the Rangers. Personally, that's my good opinion. You give Frederik Anderson also another day of rest as well. Because, obviously the Christmas break, the 3 or 4 days off. Plus that day as well. So that would be, for me personally, that's what I see happening. Now, whether Keefe does so or not, I'm not too sure. We're going to have to wait and see what all plays out. But a great finish to, I wouldn't say a first half of the season, informal, I guess, first half of the season for the Toronto Maple Leafs, because we're getting close to that 41 game mark, which is the halfway point of the season, and the Leafs are second in the Atlantic Division. They're feeling great. They got to find a way, though, to take care of business against the Devils on Friday, December the 27th. Frederik Anderson and Mackenzie Blackwood are the expected goaltenders in that game. It might change over time, but that's what I see right now. 7 o'clock puck drop there in New Jersey as the Leafs look for win number 6 in a row and look to stay red hot coming out of the Christmas break, all right? So thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Talk to you guys then.